So, coming back in before the break, our intrepid, if that's the word you want to use, heroes had left the giant encampment and wandered their way down northwestward towards where they believe this pack or tribe or whatever you may wish to call it of werewolves are currently at. In possession of one of the shards that they are in search of. And, in doing so, discovered the mouth of a cave. And after receiving some information from their newly acquainted friend, decided that maybe this would be an endeavor that's worthwhile. And so they progressed inward. And right before the break began, our friend Rollo had narrowly escaped a plummet from a very high spot, and that is where we'll come back in. As I said, Rollo, you now stand at the beginning of a stone and mortar hallway that progresses forward. Behind you, a pit that descends into blackness, and beyond that, a ice slide of some sort that your companions are still traversing. You assume you can't see them, as they are invisible. And with that, we will resume our story. What would you all like to do?
Well, I believe we're still walking down.
Yes, you are
slide.
shimmying your way down the slide.
Yes.
It was more of a question for Rollo, really.
Understood.
If I yell, does it break my invisibility?
It won't break your invisibility, but it will break your stealth.
Okay. I'm gonna look up the awesome slide I just came down
Okay.
and be like, Alfie!
I would assume I hear that.
Yes. If he's speaking in anything other than a whisper, you fucking hear it.
Yes, brother.
Be very, very careful. There's a giant hole.
Like the hole the size for a giant to fit
Now,
down?
you kind of have to speak up, Alfie, because
Oh.
you're...
So like a hole the size of a giant? Or like a
You hear-
literal
you hear
like
it
hole
echo
that's
down the hallway.
gigantic?
Like 20, 30 feet across hole.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get visual on this, brother. We'll
Just
be down-
go very slowly.
Okay, that's what we're doing this whole time, except for you. But we'll be down
How
there.
do you
in just
know
a
that?
minute.
So yes, you alert your compatriots of the gap in the floor, and you three proceed onward, slowly, as to not slip and meet an untimely demise. And as you wait for them, Rollo, you hear kind of coming up from the hallway. You mean like a giant-sized hole? Just kind of echo back towards you.
Wait, from him?
No, from back the hallway.
Oh shit.
And then it kind of falls away as it leaves the acoustics into the ice
Oh.
cavern.
And I would notice
So-
that as well.
You would hear the ends of it.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna whisper
is
to
that
the two
Alfie's
people.
voice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna whisper to them two. Okay. I'm now realizing maybe we should
Sorry,
keep
I
our
can't do
voices
an Alfie.
down.
I think the best I can do is I'm not realizing. Nope.
I,
Too gravelly.
I thought someone
Now
was.
maybe. Nope.
I thought
can't do it.
someone was sneaking up on me, and I was like, again?
I'm less screwed.
I'm screwed.
Yeah. So we should maybe keep it to a dull roar.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. Keep your eyes peeled. I don't know if you heard Raleigh back there, but there's a big hole. I'm not sure if it's like a giant nesting ground, like a ravine, or like a fault line.
It's a big
or
fucking
something.
hole.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of different kind. You're not here.
If we had these rings.
So surely we've made it to this hole by now.
Yeah,
Okay.
just inching along.
Yeah.
You approach the hole, and it is about 12 or 25, 30 feet across, and it just descends into blackness.
Are you there?
Yeah, brother, we're here.
I wave.
I'll be over there
You
in just a
wave.
minute. I'm gonna activate my boots of flying,
Okay,
and I'm gonna just float across the hole.
okay.
Actually, I'm gonna just walk across it. Nobody can see me, but
Nobody
I
can
know it's
see.
happening.
Moonwalk.
Yes, I shall moonwalk.
Do you hold your dick while you do it?
I definitely hold my penis.
When you get to the end, you go, hee hee.
I give a whisper. Hee hee. Do I need to roll for moonwalk for my own personal standards?
For your own personal standards, go for it.
Personal moonwalk. That's 7.
Shit.
Do I get to add anything to this moonwalk?
Performance.
Performance.
Oh boy, that's not.
Doing.
That's 7.
It's strange. You turn around and you attempt to moonwalk, but
And it's like those real
it-
shitty ones, like when people are first starting and it's like very jagged and
Yeah,
like not
except-
smooth at all.
except it doesn't quite
Damn it, I need to
click
stop
with the
doing
way
that.
you're trying to do it, and because you're trying to will yourself backwards, but you're kind of walking forward, you're kind of just moving back towards where you came from.
Well, I need to work on this later.
But then eventually, you do reach the other side with your terrible moonwalk, and you're right beside where Rolo is, though you don't know.
As
And you
soon as I land, I do the
go,
hee hee.
Rolo, you hear that?
And as soon as he hears that, he hears, nailed it.
Alfie.
Alf, do we still need to be invisible?
I mean, we don't know what's down here, so it might not be terrible, but I don't think it's such a bad
'Cause you
idea,
have to-
because we're still pretty fucking stealthy.
He can jump.
No. He can.
Yeah, but
Edward cannot.
is it concentration?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh.
If you need to use something else to get across, mate, you can take away the invisibility if you need to.
Quick question, DM. Would it be possible for me to lift Rolo, put him on my shoulders, and jump?
Rolo's already on the other side.
I meant Edward. I meant Edward and jump with him.
Edward is not super massive. You could attempt it. There would be a roll involved.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, because his boots wouldn't just not even require a roll. So then
Well-
that would make sense for if he's carrying somebody, he'd have to
Yeah,
have
his
like some
his
kind of
boots would give him 40 feet,
right.
but then carrying somebody, his movement is halved,
Oh,
So that would be 20.
That would relate to
and
the
it's
jump. So
25, 30.
Gotcha.
So there would be a roll involved.
What kind of role are we
I,
talking?
I will.
Athletics.
Since it's a strength-based attempt, it would be athletics.
You
if you-
got this.
I will
Just
get.
like grab him, put him over your shoulder.
Get him in the FU position, just fucking
Don't worry.
take off running.
Don't worry, I'm getting feather fall ready just in case.
Don't worry, I'll have an item for that. Wait, I can't see you.
Yeah.
So that's not going to work.
So Edward, if you want, I can try to jump with you across. But I need to see you so I can grab you. If you're
No, you just
comfortable
need
with
to
that.
feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to
put your fucking hand out.
touch around till you grab a part of his body. Doesn't matter which one.
All right, Flynn. I'll try to put it on my shoulder.
The two of you are just kind of
Quick question:
got him.
would it help if Edward inspired me first?
He can't.
Most certainly.
But he can't
Oh,
see you.
Yeah, he can't see you.
Also,
Turn
DM.
I mean,
If
could
he
you not
turn-
inspire somebody if they're carrying you? You know they're right there.
Yeah, but
Do you
I'm
have
pretty
to
sure-
have visual? I mean, it does
Okay.
say a creature
I'm gonna-
you can see.
I'm
It
gonna
does say a
re-
creature you can see, but given the proximity, I will say in this very niche circumstance,
It does not say see. It says heal.
you don't have to be able to see him.
It says heal.
Oh,
You
they-
can inspire a motherfucker around a corner.
Within-
Yes,
as a
they
bonus
just have
action-
to hear the music.
As a bonus
Oh.
action, a creature other than you within 60 feet that
That
can
can
heal
hear
you.
you. I
Gain
totally
vision
forgot
die.
about that.
1 for 10
Well,
minutes.
I knew
Wow,
they-
fucking clutch.
Hey.
I knew they would have to hear the music,
Way to go!
but
for
I
me
was
using
figuring
my
like you have to
brain.
direct it.
A target.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
DM, can I request like while they're reaching around for each other that there has to be a roll for an accidental dick grab?
from you. You're too high to grab his dick. You'd have to crouch.
You have to be reaching real low.
Like, what's the roll on this?
Just a d20.
Just a regular old D20. You ain't proficient in dick grabbing yet.
17.
17. You find chest.
Yeah.
It's hairy.
It is hairy, just like the rest of his body. Permission to dick grab.
No, that's-
sometimes I come up with a banger, God.
No, that's the dog master. Yeah.
Edward, I had a good idea.
I know
Maybe
all
you
things
could inspire
dogs.
me first, so give me a boost, because in all honesty, I don't know if we'll make it with just
Alright.
me alone.
I've been waiting for... Of course, friend.
I've been waiting for this.
Drop that fire on us,
This
Eddie.
is my moment.
Drop it.
Then they drop.
The most hardest,
Let the beat
The-
drop.
the greatest Viking chant you've ever heard
Oh, chant.
on a flute.
God damn it.
Can I give like a low hum to like assist him in this?
And
Just
if
like-
I,
Hum.
I
And-
say chant, but I'm trying to say music.
and
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and it doesn't affect his roll at all, but I'm stomping my feet and clapping my hands to the beat.
Hum.
You can't see anybody.
You heard
It's
it
just
first,
an
guys.
orchestra.
Story
Yeah,
of
you just-
Sorceries
you
first
just hear it.
musical.
This music just kind of starts to radiate out. Go ahead and give me performance. With advantage, you are being assisted.
That's all I wanted. Dear God, please be high.
It's fail. 28.
Hey,
Just-
look at that shit.
Just to double check, you do have expertise in performance, right?
Of course he does.
Yes.
Any
Okay,
bard
I
worth
would.
their
I
salt
expected
has
to, but
expertise
honestly,
in
I also
performance.
expected to take a healing word, and we saw where that went.
We did see where that went.
Listen,
100%
guys.
fair.
I didn't get
The
healed.
ranger is the only one that has like a suitable combat healing spell. That's not good, folks.
That's great.
But anyway,
I love to hear it.
And it's second level. So
But
that
yes,
just makes it that much
as odd as it is to come out, it eventually does come together. And like, Dave, you've done your exercises before. You're a pretty fit individual. And when you were part of a tribe, whenever you went raiding, whenever there was a war band that needed to come together, you had this kind of music. You've never heard it on the flute, but it just kind of brings the energy. And despite not having 20 other burly motherfuckers banging shields together to go along with it, it gets the blood flowing, and you get your inspiration.
Yes.
You get a slight chip.
it echoes through.
Some might call it a simi.
Yes,
Timmy.
it does indeed
And
echo through.
the ice elemental is just
Why
nodding
are
to
we
it.
even invisible anymore?
As a party, how have we not died is the better question. Because we are a bunch of fucking morons. We are in a highly echoing cave.
Alright, so
and
roll-
all of us collectively just decided to do a goddamn war chant.
Too bad I don't have that damn war gong, or that'd go like great.
Inspiration, Dave, is not advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, just
So you
gives
don't
a
roll another
D12.
d20. You roll a d20, and then before you know the results of your
The roll.
total, no, you can know the roll,
Uh-huh.
but before I tell you whether or not you succeed, you can choose to add your inspiration die, which I believe is a d10. Edward,
Yes.
You're not up to a D12 yet?
You said
Oh,
that-
that's 14.
You said
isn't
that
it?
last time too.
Yep.
It's
It's a
14.
1d10.
It's 14.
Yes.
I forgot.
so for the next hour, I
no,
believe,
10 minutes for inspiration.
10 minutes,
Mhm.
you are
Or-
inspired. So you can choose to use that on this roll, or if you need it later, you got it. I'd let you use it now.
And I have to use it before I know my role.
No,
No, before I
you-
tell you whether or not that succeeds or fails.
But
Okay.
but low key, I will say I do agree with Wob. That is kind of dumb if you would have to see someone.
I definitely
Inspire.
want to use the inspiration.
What'd you roll?
A 3.
I said a 1.
Let me just tell you guys, I thought that was it for me just now.
No
You
diamond.
okay?
No.
Oh,
I
good
meant, I thought that was it
Is-
for Rob in real life.
Wait, so what's your total here, Dave?
You rolled a 3 and then you rolled the inspiration and said get gone.
I think that's a 1.
That's a big fat 13
Total?
total.
Bye. You know the Roadrunner.
So Dave, you get Edward over your shoulder, and you squat, and you leap forward, and Rolo, Alfie, you see the ice from where you believe he was standing just crack and break.
We
as
just
he
hear like
rockets across this corner, and you clear 5, 10, 15, 20, and then you begin to fall, and you crest the top, and you're descending into the cavern. You haven't cleared the gap.
and we know nothing.
Do I know a
Oh yeah, you know you're falling.
Can I throw him over the edge to at least save him?
I don't think you have the inertia for that.
That's not how physics work.
Can I
I
Can
knew that
cast
was gonna be
fly?
horrible. Fuck this.
Well,
guy.
yeah,
You
'cause
cast
You're in
fly?
dice
Yeah.
jail. That bitch is in dice
Dude,
jail.
I don't know why you thought this was a good idea. You've been rolling shit. Oh,
I literally
You
thought about
can
it.
cast fly, but so long as Dave is invisible,
Yeah.
on yourself would be the only target. You would have to drop concentration. No, hold on. At will, you can drop
Oh,
concentration.
yeah, that's
After
fair.
I made the
so
jump,
then everybody becomes invisible,
I literally thought about. I don't know why I didn't just attempt.
and
to
that's
throw
free.
it
That's not an
across.
action.
All right.
Dropping
I
concentration.
drop concentration, so I see him.
Yes.
Oh, hey, there you are, Rolly.
All right, what up, man?
Please.
You begin this conversation out of the corner you're at. You just see two people appear in the cavern, and they're
Oh, shit, they
plummeting.
fell.
Baby.
I will
After
start.
that, I very quickly
I'm shuffling through pockets right now.
with
Why?
DOS flutes, play I spread my wings, I learn how to fly. And
Nice.
level 4 cast fly on me and him.
Okay, so your descent slows into a stop. You've fallen maybe 30 feet. And you can see the opening. And you can see Rolo and Alfie looking down the hole.
Alfie's rummaging, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna save you
But
guys."
looking down, you can just barely see a speck of light. Just barely. But it does nothing to illuminate the shaft. Can you shut the fuck up?
No.
Edward, I just want to say I'm sorry.
It's just a floating
That I'm not
bugbear.
very good on ice.
It's okay, friend. We're all right. But let's talk to Alfie and see what he wants to do. So
What?
I'll fly back
What
up.
am I?
An accessory.
Talk to Alfie and Rolo. How about that?
Thank you. You made me want to swan dive in the fucking hole.
You were gonna do that before. Don't even.
that just gave me a reason to.
Swan dive after.
But we'll fly up.
As they crest where we can see them again, I finally found my featherfall token that I had, and I'm just about to be like, "I'm gonna save you." Oh, you bet. Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys didn't die.
Sorry, I'm not very good on ice.
Yeah. But while we were falling, there is some light down there. If you want to, me and the big guy, pat him on the shoulder.
You had to fly up a little bit.
Yeah.
He just like steps on the air.
Could do some scouting and see what's down there.
Well,
I'd say it's okay, Alfie. It was okay. When it comes to hitting people, we're fine.
I mean, that's fine and dandy, but I honestly just really don't know exactly how many times I have to say this, but I am vehemently opposed to splitting the party. So,
You got your boots of flying on, right?
I do, but that leaves one member of us who cannot get down there.
Rolo, you got rope? I got rope. We could tie it together and just shimmy you down.
The irony is, I thought of that, but I was like, I think this hole's too deep.
It's 100 feet. That's a pretty damn deep ass hole.
Or
You would pick him up.
you could just carry him. That's a better idea than mine. I was going to say you tie yourself to Raleigh and then just like gracefully fly him down. But you could just like,
You know when you
know,
medevac
carry him.
somebody.
yeah. Like when you got the helicopter that's like rescuing people in the ocean. Just drop-
Have y'all seen the one where that dude's getting medevaced out of a canyon, and then something's not right with the
And they
rigging,
fucking
and
fall.
No,
When
he
he
starts
starts spinning.
Yeah.
He just goes.
I hear Alfie say
That's
that.
how a bad day goes
and I
to
just,
West.
I look at Rolo intently, and I just, I walk up to him, and I just kind of swoop him up off his feet, and then
You're
proceed
gonna
to
wedding
jump.
carry.
Yeah,
What's
like
that carry
bridal carry, or like a long cat just under the shoulder.
I think bridal carry is
Bridal
much
carry.
more hilarious.
Yeah, bridal carry.
I look Dave in the face like,
You're
Oh,
pretty
he-
close. You're like
are
right here.
you carrying me across the threshold?
Yeah.
No. Ooh.
Wee!
Just fair warning though, if I trip, I might let go.
You trip
You're gonna
on the
trip
air?
in air?
How is that even a thing?
Because I'm on ice.
You have-
I walked up to him.
Flying.
I thought I walked up
He,
to him.
his foot might hit a bug.
I
Okay?
guess.
This is
So
gonna be
on
an
our way
interesting
down,
trip.
I'm gonna do like the Chris Angel, just
Oh my god.
slowly descend down with my hands out.
Fly lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on my way down. Be twirling my hair.
Okay.
I'm a damsel in distress.
I will shuffle my way down.
Okay, but y'all are descending down the hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shortcut.
Shortcut.
You get 20 feet down the hole to about the spot where Edward and Dave stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And Alfie, you look down and you can see that little speck of light. It's quite a ways down. And then you kind of bring your eyes back up,
I have an idea.
and with your 30 fucking perception, as you kind of like look up with your dark vision, you're scanning the wall, and you do notice something. There's a line that's different than the brick and mortar, and it kind of goes around the perimeter of the hole. It's maybe 15 feet away from you at this point.
Hey guys, do you guys see that?
Yeah.
There's something different about the earth right there.
Does it look like a trap?
It looks like a line on the wall.
Can I make a perception check to get a better look at it, or would that be investigation?
You can get a better look at it, yeah. But if you wanted to like kind of discern its nature, that would be investigation.
How far is away?
About 15 feet.
I'd like to investigate.
I take out
Would you like to help?
one of the so-called maybe
Yeah,
bullets
I'll help you.
out of the 20.
I probably should.
And
help
I
one of
drop
y'all,
it.
Actually,
Huh?
I should probably help one of y'all.
You drop
actually.
it, and it just goes.
Ooh.
So nothing happened with the line?
Nothing happened with the line.
Well, I'll look.
Cool.
I will. You said 15 feet away.
Yeah,
I'll fly over the 15 feet.
all the way over the 15 feet
Yeah.
to the line.
Yeah.
Okay. As you approach the line, you don't even need to roll, Alfie. It just looks like a line in the wall. It's clearly made of a different material, but it's solid.
Well, I was
Uh,
just trying to discern, like, is it like a different material?
It is
As
a
in,
different
like,
material.
Sediment,
I will.
you know, compacting and like.
It's not like that. It's uniform, like all the way
So
across.
this looks to be not naturally made.
It does not look
Okay.
natural.
I will touch it and cast Identify.
Okay. You don't get the chance. Because once you hit level with the line, the corners of this cavern, and looking up, the corners of the stone light up red.
Oh no.
And Edward, fly fails as you hit an anti-magic zone,
Oh,
and you begin to fall.
Am I close enough to reach out to grab him?
Nope.
You're,
He flew
no-
15 feet away
no,
from
no.
us.
and your princess carrying me.
No.
All
Fly.
of everyone that had
Oh.
flight
Failed.
cast on them failed.
So you all begin to fall down
I don't.
this. Why not?
Because
He
I'm
has-
using my boots of flying. And I haven't
Anti-magic
reached
zone.
the anti-magic yet.
Can I like?
That's right. 'Cause
Am I close
You're
enough to
using
the
your
wall
own
to like
boots.
parkour off of it?
Well, I
Just,
mean,
like,
it's magic boots.
back
Is it
up.
not negated?
I haven't reached the
he
zone
hasn't
yet.
reached the zone yet.
Oh, but we have.
No, he
He
did,
did.
which drops his
Oh.
concentration, which
So Edward's falling.
All
and
three
you
of you
three are falling
are falling.
because it dropped concentration on Fly. So it dropped on him, and he's carrying you, and you didn't have Fly to begin with.
Yeah, I'm just pushing off of him, and I'm just skydiving then at that point. There's nothing else to do.
All right.
I was literally gonna try to like was I close enough to the wall to maybe like put my feet on it to jump?
It is bricked, and there are small seams, but it's pretty sheer.
I have an idea.
When I
grab my cape.
as I'm falling, I will.
But I need decisions.
As
now.
I'm falling,
That's what I'm doing.
There's
as
literally
I'm
I'm
nothing.
creating a glider.
falling, I will attempt to pull out the stone sword and like just try to. Do what I'm saying?
Oh,
Try
do
to
the
impale
stab.
the wall.
Do
Yeah.
the stab into the wall and slide.
All right. You pull out the sword, and you go to stab the wall. It is stone against magical stone, so I will need a strength check
Oh no!
I pull
to try to puncture this stone.
the rope out of my backpack
Okay.
and I create like a little lasso. Is there anything that I can like lasso it onto?
No, this like
No.
I said, this is sheer.
No Wonder Woman. There's nothing.
Well, how about if I just fall till I see something and then like try to lasso?
That
it?
whiplash gonna hurt.
That is something you certainly may attempt.
That's all I really got. There's nothing else I can do.
DM 15. That's a straight roll plus 0.
Okay. With a 15, you grab the hilt of the blade and you grab the flat of it. And with just everything you have, you stab at the wall and you manage to find a spot between the bricks where the mortar and the blade just kind of wedges in and you stop yourself. There's a lot of momentum.
How much damage, Chief?
No damage. I just need another strength roll.
Yeah.
You're also gonna be stuck hanging on a wall after that point.
If you succeed.
Yeah, so you're
I
kind of not
mean,
helping
It's
anything.
better than, taking like, what, like a
A
lot of
billion
fall damage?
fall
A lot
damage.
of fall damage.
I'm glad I'm Batman.
And
I mean-
you're just kind of got your cape out?
Yeah, I'm Batman in this shit.
Okay, we'll get to that in a moment.
I mean, at worst I can just do a
Frollo
sending.
dies, but he dies in style.
Oh,
And that one! Oh my God!
This is going so bad, guys.
Right, don't take shortcuts.
DM, that is plus 0, so that is a 1.
Yes. You puncture the wall, and as much as you try to hold on, your arms go to their extent, and the blade just slips out of your grasp. Your
You
hand's
lose your
burning,
sword too.
and it's stuck in the wall, and you're just falling away.
Can quick action lasso the damn hilt of that damn sword?
I'll allow you to attempt.
Yes!
But with your weight.
Just gonna yank that
Grab
motherfucker out.
At least he doesn't lose his weapon.
Fair enough.
You're just gonna snap it.
Fair enough. Well, no, it's magical. He's not gonna snap it in half. He'll just rip it right out of the
Goddamn.
fucking wall.
Nope.
What you got?
I rolled a 2.
We are all dead, guys.
I want to live. I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
throw this rope, and it does, in
You
fact,
think that cape's
go
saving you
around
in
the
any
sword.
way.
No, you already-
And then as soon as it goes taut, the sword just like slices it into, and it just continues to fall. But yes, that is what you've attempted.
I literally rolled a nat 20 before I rolled that damn 2.
That is what
Holy
you've
shit.
attempted. That's what you've attempted, Edward.
Still very high up.
I'm gonna ask
So-
you again. You've just got your cloak. Roll up.
I'm letting the wind catch it.
Okay.
It's gotta go.
In your head, it's working. Alan, what would you like to attempt?
As soon as I see the absolute clusterfuck that has been
all of
presented.
this happened in moments.
Yeah, and I caught all of it because I can see everything.
And all you hear is
I make
Rolo
a-
go.
So
I'm glad you're here to lighten the mood.
I see that he has slightly slowed his fall for the time being. I see that he is trying to do his thing with the lasso. I see that my brother is making a grave mistake. Just absolutely grave mistake.
Does he also see my sword in the wall?
Yeah.
And so I'm envisioning that with my intelligence, it is safe to assume that in Alfie's brain, he thinks that Edward touching that point caused this to happen.
Damn it, elevator
And so
boss.
I'm immediately going to just fly straight down towards them. I don't know what's going to happen at that point, but that's just what Alfie would do.
That's fair.
You're not gonna get the sword.
As you begin
No,
to
because
fly,
I see you literally trying to like lasso for it.
as you begin to fly straight down, you crest that line, and then you have no more control over your fall.
Oh.
You were just moving down.
Oh shit, something's wrong. Fuck. And I will pull out my token of feather fall,
Mhm.
and I will just try to use it.
You attempt to use it. Who are you targeting?
Yeah, you have to target yourself with these.
You have to target yourself. You pull it out at nothing.
Oh, fuck.
Am I still next to the wall?
You're still relatively close to the wall, yeah. Like you can put your hand out and touch it.
I'm in the center, so I'm probably
I'm
nowhere
trying-
near.
So y'all have descended one turn around. We said 9.87
Per
feet
second.
per second
Yep.
per second. So that's 6 seconds. That's 54-ish feet down. That little pinprick of light is swiftly approaching. Next round of turns, what would you like to attempt?
That's
To
not-
slow my
no, it doesn't
descension,
work, so.
pull out the remember the heavy set blade I had?
Yes.
The one I got from
Arnold.
Arnold.
And you'll attempt that too?
Yes, sir.
Go for it. The DC is higher. This is a weaker blade, but not great. Another one.
I don't have
Oh,
time.
you lost that one too.
No, it breaks. That shit shatters.
No, it's just you ting off of the wall and the pressure pushes you away from it.
Yeah.
So now you're more towards the center of the shaft. You're moving towards Dave. You're about to collide with him. I'll just go ahead and ask again. Rolo, you just still Batmaning it?
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
I'm completely aware that I 99% sure do not have time to do this, but Alfie's gonna try it anyway. And in his frantic realization that his boots just ain't fucking working, and he's fallen to his death, he's just gonna do his fucking best to grab an arrow and tie some rope to it, and try to shoot it into the wall, something to
All
to
right.
catch himself with. But I don't imagine in free fall I have enough time to really tie the rope to myself, tie the rope to an arrow,
Tying
and
the
then
rope
fire.
to yourself and an arrow would be one action.
Okay.
So that can be what you do this time.
Yes, that's what I'll do then.
Okay. Dave, what would you like to attempt?
Am I close enough to the wall?
As long as your arms are, you can reach at least one wall at this current
Okay,
moment.
so I pull out the javelin and I try to slam it into the wall.
You mean the glaive?
No.
I have a
He
javelin.
has the glaive. Or I think he might have traded it away. I can't remember at this
Do you
point.
want to break that too?
What?
The glaive.
If you would like to attempt this, you certainly can. Roll strength.
Wait, do you have the glaive?
No, you do.
16. Wait, I'm
Uh,
sorry, 11.
11.
Would I even be able to hold that glaive realistically?
I'm rolling
Yeah.
ass and
All of
Every
us are.
It's a
Don't worry.
pole arm. It's a two-handed weapon,
I'm
but
not rolling at all.
you're not tiny, so yeah, you could hold it. Not rolling at all. I'm just
But-
letting it happen.
But how would I keep it? Like, it would just be like a 9-foot pole, essentially, right? On my back?
It's about 9 feet, yeah.
I'm gonna live. I don't know what you're talking
So
about.
if you put it catty corner on your back, it'd be the same length as you, and it would like widen your profile a little bit. But like you could carry it, yeah, or you could carry it like a walking stick, like.
Well,
But yes, with your attempt with an 11, you slam your javelin into the wall, and much the same as Edward, it just kind of doesn't puncture, and you push away from the wall, and you collide with Edward. You two are now kind of tangled, spiraling around each other in this fall.
The visual of this is just
I think I look
fucking
spectacular.
hilarious.
That's another.
All three of us are just scrambling our asses off, trying to like do something, and Rolo's just. Whee!
That's another 54 feet.
Yep.
That pinprick has widened up, and you see the end of your descent. You see tree limbs.
I see
And
trees.
You, Alfie, specifically can see past it, and
Too
off to
strong.
one side, you can see
You gotta
the
tell me
beginnings of a body of water, and then stones and grass.
I
But
have a
at this
plan.
exact moment, that's all you can make out. This will be the last round. Whatever you do now will determine what you end up with.
Wait, so can I see the body of water? I'm below all of
You
them.
can see the trees. You can't necessarily see the body. Nobody's done anything to stop their descent.
Yeah.
So you're all relatively together.
Y'all, I'm a little bit.
And he has the
Further
highest perception,
behind.
so he could get all of that details. You see the treetops.
Did you say my javelin broke or no?
No, I said you bounced off of the wall.
Gotcha.
I will. I want. I'm gonna do. Wouldn't say like attach myself, but like you say that when right next to each other.
Yeah, you're currently
Like
tangled amongst
entangled.
each other, falling together.
I'll grab his shoulder, and as soon as I like, I'll hold my action, and as soon as I see floor, I will do the best I can to cast Featherfall at the last minute. Like I'm,
Can we still feel that the
yeah,
magic?
that's why I say at the last minute.
Within this tunnel, you cannot sense any magic amongst your persons.
Gotcha.
So I can't see the water at all. Like, how far away is the water?
The water is off to one side. You'd have to look through trees to see it. Motherfucker has 30.
Well, no, I'm saying
It's
so-
not below the tunnel. It's just, you know how your perspective widens out when you see through a hole?
Yeah.
He has that perspective, and he can make out water off to one side.
But there's no way to reach that water from
No,
where
no,
we're
not
falling?
where
No,
we're
unless you
falling.
could like glide.
I mean, what have I been doing this whole time? Will?
Falling.
Thinking that you're gliding. If that's the case where
Why
we
do you
still
have to
don't feel
add?
magic, then I'm just gonna keep with my plan of using this action to try to fire an arrow into whatever I deem able to slow my fall.
All right.
I just try to stab the javelin into the wall again.
Okay.
17.
With a 17, you manage to hit one of those soft spots between the bricks, and the javelin sinks into the mortar, and it goes to leave you. Give me a strength check to hold on.
Can I hold on to him?
That was what you asked, wasn't it?
God!
Yeah, I said
Motherfucker!
Natural
Yes!
one.
Yes!
The curse is real.
What's up, Wheatons?
It's my weight. It overflew it.
The
You go, and your arms hit their max, and you feel like you're gonna hold on, and
Let a
then
tree break my
Edward,
fall.
your weight hits.
Yeah.
And it's just enough for your fingers to just slip off, and you leave your javelin behind, bent even. But
we're just losing weapons like a motherfucker up in here,
I
guys.
haven't lost shit.
Damn it.
you're once again.
I
in
got
freefall.
javelin for you, buddy. Yeah,
It's
you
not
javelin.
the javelin.
If we
It's
live,
the shit ass rolls. God
if,
damn it.
If we live, if
Yeah,
we live,
they're gonna
I just
they're gonna
don't
sell
see
the
us living,
acrobatics check.
guys. Like I just,
that's a lot of damage.
I
That's a fuck ton of damage.
I just don't see us.
I mean, we
surviving.
did slow down.
No.
We have.
I mean,
Not enough.
not enough.
Not enough.
You've stuttered slightly.
Yeah, and we're still falling from like hundreds of feet, and so
On the bright side,
Hmm.
you have a minuscule chance by the fact that you're falling over trees. So, for you two, unless Alfie pulls a fucking miracle, that is your saving graces.
First branch I see, I'm bear hugging the shit out of it.
Edward,
Just to make that rock.
I'll
like
say
child's
since
play.
you were already together, just wrapping an arm around Dave isn't going to take your action away. What would you like to attempt?
Can I get my action away?
Just give it away? What do you
Yes.
mean by that? Just forfeit it?
Give it back to me. Just use my hand axe to try again.
I don't think that's how that
No,
works.
that's not at
Lose
all.
all of our weapons.
How many weapons do you have?
Who
on
learns
you?
from mistakes?
Where are you holding all these weapons?
Well, a
God.
hand axe can go on the belt, the javelin can go on the back with the bedroll, and the mace can be in your fucking hand.
I just
Or on your belt.
never
Get two sides.
Never thought. I
Well, in
never
that case,
pictured that.
while we're falling,
I didn't realize they
Pull-
were in my
pull the
backpack
javelin
and unequipped, so I
from the
equipped
back,
them.
try to hand it to
Fucking
him.
Javelin in a backpack.
And-
Hand him what?
The javelin.
Oh, the glaive.
Yeah, the glaive. I'm sorry. I say javelin, glaive. Give him the glaive.
Now you get it.
Friend, I really need you to stop. Not stop.
Put some ass into this one. Is
yeah.
what he's trying to get at.
Yeah, essentially.
I did the last one. I just couldn't hang on.
So you want to attempt to give Dave an action.
Yes.
That ain't how that works, homie.
That's a little rule bendy right there.
I
Come on.
nah.
This
I
is
could
how
stick
the
it into the
campaign.
tree.
I'll tell you what.
I can
I'll
still
tell you what.
sensory.
No. You guys are
I'll-
gonna die.
So
I'll level with you, same way I leveled with Bryn. Rolly for it.
Okay.
So back to that question. Are you ready for campaign 2 yet?
You know,
I mean, we could have easily just like kept going the safe way. This is 100% on us,
I
guys.
said dungeon, and I so expected the rogue to be like on point every 10 minutes, checking for traps. And then I very specifically outlined a line in the wall, and Rolo was just like, "Go for it, fellas."
I dropped a bullet. I thought it might be a trap.
I mean, yeah, you did that.
14 DM.
13?
14.
14?
Yeah.
I rolled a 4. You can give Dave your action.
Look at that, guys.
Friend,
Something's going in our
I
favor.
really need you to save
Now
us
he's
right
gonna roll
now.
a 2, and he's gonna
I
lose
think
that
it-
glaive.
I
So
think
I
it's-
take the glaive from Edward, and then I just try stabbing it to the wall as hard as I can.
This is not gonna end well.
15.
15. That meets the DC. As
You gotta hold on to it.
puncture the wall, and then it goes to leave your grip. And this time you know Edward is on your shoulder, and your lives depend on you.
Next poor fucks that fall down here are just gonna get beaten by a bunch of weapons.
Could you imagine somebody tries to like grab the wall and slide down, and they just get
Racked by a fucking stone sword.
Or stuck with the glaive.
Yes.
give me that
Thank God.
Oh.
16.
16.
Is that enough?
You just barely catch on.
Now you're like 100 feet hanging in the air with no magic.
Well, you're like 40 feet from the treetops, and maybe the trees are like 40 feet tall, so 80 feet.
That's livable. That's livable.
That is survivable. I'll give you that.
So
if
Rolo,
this-
we still bet. Jesus, man.
I'm just gonna go a glide door tree.
I have a plan.
Why did you glide toward the fucking wall?
He can't see it.
I have a plan.
Yeah, you have a soft target now. What's up?
All right, so I'm going to.
What the fuck?
He said his best eligible target. I'm just being honest.
No, I'm obviously not going to shoot one of my teammates.
Shoot him in the ass.
Eligible target is in like the nearest wall or ceiling I can hit to
There's
to start
4
this.
walls.
Right, but my full plan, so you get the idea of what I'm trying to do, is I want
You're
to.
trying to pull a Batman and get the arrow
well,
in the
I'm
wall,
trying
right?
to grapple and then Tarzan swing and catch my brother.
I don't want it.
He's got a fair head start on you.
Oh yeah, I'm way further down than you.
Because remember, you stayed up here while they started falling, and then you went and touched it, and you started falling.
Well, yeah, but
I'll be fine.
to be fair,
Love
whenever
the
I
confidence.
started going full
I love
speed
the
down.
confidence.
So I should have gotten at least a little bit more, correct? Or no? Because he's trying to glide, so he's at least.
Well, obviously it's not working.
Well, I know it's not working, but over time is at least preventing just a tad bit.
Yeah, instead of 9.8, it's 9.3.
Okay. All right. Well, if at a quick glance I can tell that that's not going to work, I'm just going to at least try to shoot into the ceiling to kind of prevent myself from.
This is
Taking
perfect music for
Dying.
this.
Now, I'll tell you right now, even with your intelligence, you have experience shooting your arrows at stone. They ricochet. If you want to attempt this at a wall,
Right wall
Well,
and the arrowhead.
how about this? If I'm coming down at the right angle, right? I wait and I shoot it into one of the trees, and then just like Tarzan swing through the trees, and hopefully try to like swing and then land in a tree,
You may certainly
and
attempt
then,
it.
and then climb down.
you may attempt that.
All right,
yes.
all right, cool.
That just feels
And
like
that
it
is what
won't
you're going to
work.
do.
It very may
Don't
well
use the
not,
gray one.
but I feel like this is
Don't let-
inherent. I'm not listening to
Yeah, you
anyone
don't listen to this
tell me
fucker at
that
all.
again.
All right, when he rolls that nat one,
So,
don't blame me.
I'm just
That's all
trying
you're
to
rolling.
do anything that's
Fuck
going to
you,
keep
I
me
rolled
from
one
dying
nat one all
right
night.
now.
Okay.
So that's my plan.
We're gonna have
I
to.
have rolled multiple.
If you're going for a tree and gonna try to centrifuge
I'm gonna have
it,
to like pretty much aim at a tree
yeah.
ahead of me a ways so I can get that smooth
How much
swing.
flack are you giving your rope?
I figured about 25, 30 feet.
Okay.
How tall is
Uh,
the tree?
Well, if I can tell how tall the trees are,
Because if
then
it's
I.
So with your passive perception, you can see
Plus,
the
I was doing
floor
it quickly, so it
barely
might be closer
through
to
the
15
branches.
to 20.
So you estimate maybe these trees, quite large,
Yeah.
maybe 40 feet tall.
I'm gonna go with a safe 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying if you meet the tree height, you're gonna hit the fucking ground when you swing it.
Oh, I did it, God.
All right. So let's see how this goes. Rolo, we'll start with you since you did fuck all. You got your cloak out and grinning ear to ear. You're so confident.
these guys are fucking losers. They don't know what they're doing.
And then that first tree branch.
Relax, you in the fucking
Give
mouth.
me, you know now with that wake up call, this is serious fucking business. Give me
danger.
a hell of an acrobatics check to try to hit as many limbs as you can on the way down.
31.
31. All right. So you managed to catch the limbs. You're not gonna fall full speed into the ground. You do have to eat all of these limbs though. So you are still taking a fuck ton of damage.
Like
But this might be survivable.
a mass amount. He's like that guy that somehow survived a fucking botched parachute. Yeah,
I just see you go like a pinball.
yeah, basically.
Oh no, wait. What's that one?
Plinko.
Plinko.
I'll do it in D&D Beyond so everybody can see the results.
Oh, I can't wait for
And
it.
also because I don't have this many D10 on hand.
Oh dear God, that's frightening.
Rolo's luck, all tens.
At the very least,
Does this count toward my tough feet?
Nope.
at the very least, the three of us will survive.
You might get
That
lucky, might be
completely
low
depends
rolls.
on what happens to Alfie in this arrow shot.
Well, the two of us will
I
survive.
hope you roll all ones.
I see a lot of sixes.
Do I still have that inspiration?
What?
Whoa!
What?
I missed it. I missed it.
103.
You're down?
Can I use my luck?
You've already. You just killed yourself, you fool!
That's exactly your hit points.
Yes.
Isn't it? In that case, you're not dead.
You're just unconscious.
You're just unconscious.
What? The actual fuck?
We can't make that up.
Fuck is literally exactly
I
what
wish
said
somebody
was.
could have screenshotted that damage.
We can. can.
Well, see, now I wish I
Oh, we
would
can
have.
look back.
Yeah.
Now I wish I would have, like, used
Done something.
used my luck to get a higher roll.
No, that
No, you met the DC.
you met the DC.
Oh.
There was just no chance. you
No,
were
no,
getting
no,
out
no,
of
no,
without
that was
taking
no.
damage.
That was
I don't think you understand. If you had not hit that 30 DC, you
Dead.
would be dead.
dead.
well, I had 3 luck I could have used. That's why I was just like, I'm confident.
Yeah. And now you're unconscious.
I mean, but alive.
Confidence gets you so.
You've got branches just pin cushioning all of you, and you're bleeding
Looks like a-
profusely
looks like a-
onto the forest floor, and you have no idea what's around you.
You're so fucked. We have no diamonds.
Dave sees that and he just thinks,
Well, you can heal me. You just got to make your.
I gave Rolo that
I did
confidence.
not die first. So
Okay.
so that arrow shot.
So
Why couldn't it have been a 102?
Did you hear that, Rob?
What?
I said Dave just thinks that Rolo saw what I did and I gave him total confidence.
Dave, what you saw for Rolo
Oh, I got a good clear view of this.
just vanished into the tree limbs, and you just hear a cacophony of screams and snapping branches, and then there's a split second of nothingness as you see Alfie just rocket past you.
So stupid.
And then we get to you. You break through the opening, and before you hit the treetops, you get a view. This is an immense cavern. It is a small forest underground, and you can see the ceiling, but at the epicenter of it, there's a glowing light, hued in red, and this entire area is just
The
bathed
same
in
color
this
red as
red-colored light that.
This is Krypton.
Shut up! You're unconscious. Bleed out.
Of Krypton.
He's like, failure save again.
But then you see an opening in the branches. You see a tree trunk. Take your shot.
Oh, that's my tree.
How many
I holler
D10s
out,
did you roll?
Alfie,
15.
Alfie, good luck.
This is happening way too fast for me to answer that.
Exactly. Your help.
So dumb. I can't wait to roll.
As he's getting ready to shoot, I just picture him hearing me say, good luck.
26.
26. With that opening, did you roll to hit?
Yeah, that was about to hit.
Okay. With that opening, you fire the arrow, and it rockets forward, threading the needle between those branches, maybe 25 feet away. That's all the slack you've got. And you hear the dull thud, and the rope goes tight, and you begin to swing.
As soon as I
Wait,
hear
could
the
I have
thud,
uncanny dodge some of those?
No!
the second I hear the thud, I just under my breath, fucking tits. And then my plan is to swing in, and so like swinging down.
Yeah.
Feasibly, I'm gonna be at my lowest point at roughly 15 to 20 feet, right?
Well, as soon as the rope goes taut and your weight begins to pendulum off of that, I need you to roll a d10, or a d20 rather, and this will decide whether or not the shaft of that arrow,
Breaks. This is a +1
Breaks
arrow,
it.
by the way.
the shaft
Well, it's
doesn't
the arrowhead.
matter.
That's
Yeah.
the +1. That makes sense. It's just no
modifiers.
That's a 7.
A 7.
7.
As soon as you start that swing, you hear a snap, and the rope
As soon as I hear the
Goes
snap,
loose.
not fucking tits, not fucking tits.
and you hit the tree limbs. That swing saved you a little bit.
Okay.
But you're still going. Ah.
So your DC is lower. Give me acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Your acrobatics is good.
Now it is.
Yeah, a level ago it would have been
A
an
level
issue.
ago, it would have been a bad issue,
You don't
mate.
have luck, so.
I do not have any such thing. Daddy needs to live.
What's your modifier?
Hey, that's not fucking bad, mate.
Oh.
32.
32.
I thought it was an 8. I didn't see the 1. I was like,
Oh, that would have been
you did!
terrible.
So you will take half that.
Yeah, I'm just like maneuvering through branches as I try to
So,
Do my thing.
Would he land like next to me?
close, I would imagine.
You were going straight down. He had attempted things that moved his trajectory, so he probably exited at an angle.
But he would have with his perception he would have seen me.
Oh yeah, he'd have seen your entrance, and then the fucking tunnel you carved through these tree branches.
I'm aiming near.
But as far as like
I
exactly
know I'm not
where
gonna
you
be
are,
exactly. Yeah.
Please tell me that there is a Rolo print in the ground. Where
oh,
I would-
100%.
Worth it.
Worth it. Worth it, he says.
I'm about to roll a nat 20 and get up. I'm fine.
Sure you are, with your fat 9-year-old last death save.
So
That's not bad.
It's a fail.
It's a failure.
Oh, it's a failure.
Oh, what was how much did I take?
Yeah,
Yeah.
9.
Oh no, I was talking about.
so
the
you
damage
took
she took.
82,
Could have been with.
and the alternative was death. You're correct. It could have been worse.
Wait, I thought it was half, so 41.
That was his DC was lower, is what I meant.
Oh.
I said halved, misspoke. So you're conscious on the ground, battered, limbs puncturing your body all over. One in the side, the shoulder, the arm, one right under the neck.
That's
Small,
gonna fucking
but
hit
you're
in the morning.
bleeding profusely.
Oh fuck!
But you are conscious.
Let's
And you
get
kind
this
of-
bread, guys.
Sit up for a moment, and with your passive perception, this red hue that shoots shadows all throughout this forest, you see movement.
Oh god.
They're small, but there's many of them.
Can I take a bonus action to try and locate Rolo?
That would be an action to perceive. But amongst the tree trunks, you have a much clearer view. With your passive 30, it won't take you long on your turn.
Okay.
That brings us to the pillager and the bard. How the fuck do you intend to get down from here?
So, quick question: How
Having fun.
would it be plausible, like, if Edward trusted me enough, if I did kind of like the swing catapult thing to kind of like swing my legs out to throw him towards the tree so he could try to have the trees help his fall?
That's doable, yeah.
So, I will look at Edward and I'll say, Edward, do you trust me?
Well, I don't think I have a choice, do I? So, yes.
Okay, so here's my idea. I'm going to try to like catapult swing you towards the tree branches to kind of help your fall.
So you're gonna speed his descent.
No. So like I'm gonna.
I mean, that's basically what you said.
I'm
catapult.
swinging my legs to kind of like throw him
Towards the trees instead of
Yeah.
directly down. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
to try to like loosen the brunt of the
Gotcha.
fall.
Edward, are you wearing a cloak?
No.
Shut the fuck up. Don't even.
So,
Don't even suggest it.
roll a d20.
This would be a paired athletics and acrobatics. So you two will both roll that check, and then we'll take the average.
So acrobatics or athletics?
He's attempting to throw you, so that's strength based. You're attempting to use the momentum to guide yourself. That's dex based. So you're doing acrobatics, he's doing athletics.
I rolled a 13,
I rolled a 21.
A
Just
21,
for the
so it's
record.
average 17.
Average 17. It works. You get him to the highest tree that you
No one
can.
asked me. I just got Princess picked up and taken down a hole.
And so
Consented.
now that you're in the trees, if you're
Who
attempting to
cares?
catch
Not
yourself to
consent.
slow your descent, your DC is much more reasonable than the previous two.
Alright.
So if you're attempting to slow your fall, acrobat or athletics. If you're just gonna eat it, no, I said acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yeah.
If you're attempting to slow your fall, acrobatics. If you just want to eat it, then you can just eat it.
I'll attempt to slow my fall.
Attempt to slow your fall.
22.
A 22. You do indeed catch yourself on the first branch, and it gives, and you do plinko your way down this tree. The damage you take is going to be far more reasonable. But you are still taking damage. That was a hell of a fall.
No regrets.
But
No
not as bad
regards.
as it could be.
Not nearly as bad as it could have been.
I wouldn't.
Oh, it's the one I traded you.
Mm-hmm. For my next go,
For
when
your
I try to get down.
for your next trick.
Mm-hmm.
For my next trick, watch me fall.
27. Okay.
Not terrible at all.
No. That
I
is.
could have survived that.
I have a question. Now that we are downhill,
Not all of us.
No, there's one more.
do I still feel like my magic's gone?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
And you see, much to the similar immediate perception of Alfie, this red glow just kind of casting a terrible shadow throughout this forest, and then movement between the trees. Nothing massive, the vaguely humanoid shapes, just kind of darting back and forth. That brings us to Dave the Pillager. What is your grand scheme?
So,
And I should also ask, are you going to attempt to take the glaive with you?
actually, that was my question. I do want to attempt to take the glaive with me, but I want to do like the similar thing. I want to just like, kind of like, get the momentum to catapult myself forward towards
Like
the trees.
Monkey bars it?
Yeah, and when I go to
Release.
just jump, yep, I want to try to pull that glaive with me as I go.
Okay. So, the way the forces would work here is you'd have to get the momentum and then you'd yank on the glaive. It's going to bring you back towards the glaive. You might get the glaive out, but you're going to be pretty much just going straight down.
Okay.
You could kind of
Hoist
muscle
yourself
up
up and
and
push
then
off.
like off the wall, kick away from it.
Yeah, that was my plan. Like, I want to get the momentum, and then when I get enough momentum, I kind of want to just like get myself up. That's why I was doing like the twirl, because I want to kind of like spin to get the momentum, and then land on the top of the blade of the cleave and like haul myself off while
What's the
pulling it
point?
out.
Okay, that's physically impossible, sir. You can't stand on the glaive
You want
while
to
pulling
do
it out.
dope monk shit as a barbarian?
That's just not how this works, sir. You
Not
picked
at
the
all how it
wrong
works.
class.
He asked what I thought. That was my idea.
But you want to attempt to
don't-
pull the glaive away from the wall, and in that motion, direct yourself towards
the tree.
Yeah,
a tree.
You don't need momentum. You just pull yourself up, put your feet up against the wall,
And then push off.
And
Oh,
While you're
well,
pulling.
yeah, let's do that.
Much easier.
That's what I pitched to you.
Yeah, let's do
I
that.
think
were
everybody
like,
no,
but you understood
Let's
it.
stand on the glaive and pull it
well,
out.
first, let's spin around it, and then land on it.
Dude, you gotta love the creativity, though.
I do love that.
Yes, so the DC to get an accurate trajectory will be a little higher, but not impossible. You're mostly in control of this action. So give me athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Well, no, that would just be athletics.
Yeah.
Either way, 18.
18. It's good. I would also like to remind you, Mr. Dave the Pillager, of an awesome feat that barbarians have called Rage.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to rage.
Lasts for a minute, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and gives you advantage on all strength-based checks and saves.
Yeah.
And
Half
I would-
damage.
I would-
Half
I would-
damage.
I would definitely love to go into a rage. I'm already pissed about the fucking fox.
No, you're supposed to say I'd like to cast rage.
Yes.
I thought about
You are
making that a
required.
continuing running
Do it.
joke.
Do it.
So-
you should.
So
it.
I cast rage, and I just and then just like launch.
you launch off. That gives you advantage on the athletics check. 'cause
So go ahead
athletics
and
is strength-based,
try
so
for
go ahead
that
and roll
net
again.
20,
See
baby.
if you can get better.
26.
You're welcome.
That is better.
Apparently.
With as much precision as you can muster, the adrenaline rushing through your system, your eyes bloodshot with fury, you just rocket yourself toward these treetops, and you hit the top of it, and
Unleash the fury day.
Can I use the momentum of my fall and everything to like slash the glaive down to kind of cut some of the branches out of the way,
Mitch.
so I don't take as much damage?
Unleash the fury.
if you want to flavor it that way, I could work that into an athletics save,
Yes, I'd like
Was
to
that,
do that.
was that the rest
or
of the guy?
athletics check,
That
rather.
he was
So go
talking
for
with
it.
that guy?
The python. His name was Mitch.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
he
trying to
was
get it
trying
to
to
eat the
eat it.
mouse. Yeah. Unleash the fury.
16.
You have advantage.
Yeah, you do. 16.
16.
16.
Yeah.
That still gets you where you needed to be. So you do indeed slash through a few of the limbs, but you only get like one or two.
Mhm.
And then the
start
tree
getting
just
beat in the
meets you.
face with
That's
tree
okay.
limbs.
That's okay. It's not the first time I fell out of a tree.
It's not the first time he's been beaten in the face
So-
by wood.
Much the same as Edward,
But ting.
except a far worse roll. Holy shit!
Man, and he takes half.
And he takes half
So
of
you
that
take
because he's
6.
raging.
I love how they like failed the whole way down, and then they take like no damage.
Nah, he saved him.
I'm over here in a fucking Rolo print the crowd.
That's because
Rolo,
we took an
you-
action when falling.
You fell all the way down.
Glided.
And that's how you
Sure.
choose to believe it.
Sure.
Can I roll my death save now?
It is
It
now
is
your
now
turn.
your
yes.
turn to roll a death save. Yes.
Oh,
Nope.
Is that a natural 1?
It was a 3.
Oh, I was about to say, dog. That ain't good.
I like how the world just has it out for you.
It does, dude.
Wow.
So that brings us back together. You've not been engaged by anything at this moment, but the tension in the air is thick. Dave, Edward, you cannot see Rolo at all. Alfie, looking around, you do spy a bit of grass that just has a gout of blood spurred across it.
Oh, fuck, that's gotta be him. I start running as fast as I can.
You run in that direction and you crest around a tree and you do see Rolo maybe 2 inches into this earth. Just his eyes are bleeding from his ears, nose, dripping out the mouth. The hemorrhaging is insane. And just
Twitching a little bit.
If you mention Andrew,
you can see,
All I can say is thank you for the
I
dice.
hate to
'cause it
say it,
saved me.
man, but from that height, you definitely broke bones. 100 to 0.
not just the ankle.
Just the ankle.
You see one arm bent around in the fall,
God.
and it's got an external fracture. You imagine that's where the gout of blood came from. One foot is turned around,
Dude,
swollen purple.
Do healing spells fix broken bone?
We can't cast magic.
Oh no! Oh, CPR! CPR!
How far away is Raleigh from me?
You can clear the distance easy.
I will sprint and do like a baseball slide.
Edward, Dave, as you kind of look, you see Alfie just sprinting through the forest, and beyond him you see those small figures darting from tree to tree.
Every
you
once in a
look
while, you just
around,
hear ow,
and you
ow,
see
ow.
more of them. You're relatively surrounded, but because they keep going from tree to tree, it's hard for you to get an accurate count of how many there are. But you see Alfie, and he darts in one direction, just panic in his eyes.
I pull out my Malice Star and I follow behind him.
You go to close on Alfie. Edward, what would you like to do?
Pull out my gun.
I pull out my scimitar, but
Alright.
and I do the same thing as a
So you
Dave
still
does.
have a +2 scimitar left, correct?
yes.
Because you got 2 of them from Arnold and then a +3 from the giant.
And I still have that glaive too.
Yeah, because you took it with you.
Yeah, you could have just
was
used the
then-
glaive
yeah.
instead of pulling
Yeah,
out your
I
Morningstar.
just have the glaive in my hand instead of the Morningstar because I don't
Okay.
dual wield. So
Now, the glaive is 2-handed. It has reach, but you already have reach.
He could just use the glaive
Oh,
to like go into the
damn!
tree and
You
slide
got a
down.
15-foot reach with the glaive.
Holy
Because his
balls,
arms, his arms give him reach, and then the glaive is long too.
Sad Rolo noises.
But the glaive is
Alf,
D8,
Wob,
and then
not
it
right
has
now,
an
though.
activation to alight the blade.
Maybe
Okay.
in a minute.
So you get an additional 2d8, I believe, in fire damage.
real quick,
2d8, I believe.
Edward, is it okay if I keep the glaive, bud?
I think you've owned it.
But
Awesome.
it is not a plus weapon.
Okay,
So it's just proficiency and strength when you attack with it.
that's fine. So I go in here, manage him.
Just regular glaive.
Yeah, just add glaive and remember it has an additional 2d8 when you activate it. Because
Gotta use a bonus action to activate.
just a command word, it's practically at will. But
Flame on.
flame tongues. There's a flame tongue dagger, scimitar, longsword. You'd think any bladed weapon,
Can
right?
be a flame tongue.
Glaive.
Well,
The axe,
guess what? They don't.
They
have...
don't make flame tongues.
Yeah, and they also don't have fucking. The name is escaping me. Pirate swords. God damn it.
Cutlass.
Cutlasses. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a weird thing. I would expect a flame tongue glaive. I would expect flame tongue axes.
Yeah.
But they just don't exist.
Is it back to my death save again?
Yes. As you
Wait,
two,
I thought I got to
like
him.
I said, as you two draw your weapons and proceed to
You
Alfie.
said it's just a regular glaive.
Yeah, it's a regular glaive, but it has the flame tongue property, so when you activate it, it deals an additional 2d8 damage. That's just something you're going to have to remember because it doesn't exist in D&D Beyond. As you two close on Alfie, you
Wait.
see a very similar sight. Rolo, completely unconscious and completely fucked up. But Alfie does get to him and he kneels down. What would you like to do?
I'll baseball slide in, and I'll reach in my pack, and I'll grab the last bit of restorative ointment we have.
All right.
And I'll just... Fuck, I hope this works. And I'll just start rubbing it all over his body. Because there's not just one injury here. It's just a whole big mess.
You said it's
You begin to
additional
rub it
2d8.
over his body. It's not a magical item. It's completely herb-based, organic, at all natural. So it does clot his
No
wounds.
GMOs here.
It does clot his wounds. It does staunch the bleeding. It doesn't do anything to wake him up, but it will heal you. So,
Well, would it not just
So I'm not death
bring him
saving
to
anymore?
one and not make him have death saves anymore?
well, it'll bring him to how many ever hit points you roll for him.
14.
But a healing potion kind of shocks the system and brings him
So
back.
this just stabilizes
This just stabilizes and heals him.
him. Okay.
So what do I do now?
You gain
Just-
14 hit points
yeah.
and you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just gotta wait to wake up.
You did say 14, right?
Yeah, 14.
Or somebody can attempt to wake you up, but it did nothing for your broken bones.
Yeah,
Right
no.
there where it says glaive, I just added a note saying extra 2d8.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, that's good.
Oh, and it's a D10. I was wrong again. That'll happen a lot, audience.
A lot of rules in D&D.
I don't know. I just got to say, I think the falling aspect of this was great, regardless
gone
of
much
how
worse.
shitty it was.
Could have
Sure.
gone much worse. Oh yeah.
Could have been a TPK.
Oh yeah.
Me and Edward started this, and it was horrible. We came out on top in the end, so that's a fucking win.
I mean,
Yeah,
I lost a sword, but you know,
Anyways.
I'm still alive. So
Alfie, you take your moment.
We're also not at all out of danger.
Oh no. You take this moment to patch up your brother as best as you can, and you believe that he's still breathing.
I'm
And he
really
ain't
gonna need
bleeding
you to
anymore.
stop dying on me, brother. Wake the fuck up.
I wasn't dying. I was just like,
Alf, it's well
Very
over.
much
were
on the
literally
brink of
rolling
death,
death saves.
dog.
It,
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah,
well,
dying.
well, is well okay, Alf?
I think he's stable, but he's not waking up.
Well, right
Outside of
now,
the point,
I
you
think
said
we got
you were
bigger
gonna die
issues.
tonight, and you were going to fail
I'll
your saves.
slowly
And this was
look
before
up.
you got here.
And turn around and then finally notice all of these things.
Yes,
Oh,
you see them
fuck.
just moving between the
my
streets.
third roll was a 20.
Sucks to suck.
Still would have done anything for your broken bones.
No.
and
That's
come
not
back.
how death saves work. I come back fully healed.
Yep.
No, you
Most
come
death-
back at 1 HP,
Yeah.
and
Most
it's
death
not a
saves-
magical
Talk about my
heal.
bones.
Most death saves are due to, like, you know, being stabbed. And then you can argue that the shot of adrenaline brings you back when you roll that nat 20 death saves. I don't think I've ever seen a DM be as lenient about an over 200-foot fall as I just was.
Oh,
okay?
no. And by all rights, we should all be
I'm
dead
sure that my little glide had to slow me down a little bit.
right now. Yes.
Like I said,
but
you
nowhere
went from
near enough.
9.8 feet per second to 9.3 feet per second
Should
per
have
second.
been 8.8. But whatever. Who's counting?
Doesn't matter.
But yes, the three of you reconvene. Rolo's still unconscious, and you kind of take the moment to look around and look inward. You are surrounded, and as they move between the trees, they slowly move closer
Do I get a good?
and closer.
Do I get an idea of what these creatures are at all?
Once they get close enough to your dark vision, which reaches out to 30
60.
feet, 60 feet, you can see it's strange. You were expecting something like maybe an ettercap or a goblin or the way they move, maybe some kind of undead humanoid. But as they go between the trees,
Oh, fuck, these better not be fucking fairies.
you notice they're about the size of a human, though wood covers their body, 4 limbs on each of them. The joints are balls. Nothing about them seems organic. You see no flesh, you see no eyes. They just kind of jitter and move abruptly between tree to tree and are slowly encroaching.
Treants.
Do I see this?
Roots.
You don't see to the extent of what he just saw because your passive perception is much lower, but you do see them. You can make out 4 limbs on their torso and 2 legs that they're moving on, and they're moving in jittery motions.
All right,
Be
and
prepared, everyone.
he's in the middle of taking care of Rolo.
He
When
has
I've
taken
done
care
that,
of Rolo.
I've now stood up, and I'd imagine we're kind of all back to back surrounding Rolo,
I'm just
kind
saying,
of watching
you
the
could literally
perimeter.
put a blanket over me and it'll be meshed with the ground. You can hide me.
All right, so when I see that, I want to try to intimidate them by just giving out a loud "Rah!"
You want to roar to attempt to intimidate them.
Yeah.
All right.
Should have been a
Intimidation.
Leonin.
Mufasa.
So that's I'll allow you to use your strength in lieu of your charisma.
So don't go by the intimidation skill. Just go add your strength.
Are you proficient in intimidation?
Yes.
Okay.
add
So you're gonna
proficiency
you're gonna
plus
roll
strength.
the d20 plus proficiency plus your strength bonus. You are still raging. Hasn't been a minute yet,
28.
so you have
You
advantage
have advantage.
Roll again.
Roll again.
because you're using your
I
strength.
rolled a fucking 19. The only
Yeah.
thing that's better is a 20.
Okay,
You could roll a 20.
3.
So 28 then.
now you know.
You let out this deafening roar, and it's so loud, almost like a gunshot. It kind of shakes your diaphragm, Alfie, Edward, and it does wake you up, Rolo. Your eyes shoot open, and just pain shoots through your entire body.
Oh, look. You're
You
a
look
white.
over to your left arm, and it's decimated.
How about my legs? Are they fine?
Oh, that right
Your
ankle
legs
is
are super fucking sore,
fucked.
but your right foot broken
Oh, come on!
and
Twisted
you're
around.
twisted around, and your ankle is just swollen
Oh,
black
come
and
the
purple.
fuck on! Let's hear my
It could have
legs!
been worse.
I can't walk!
Until that is
I
seen
can tell
to,
you.
any acrobatics or anything where you need to brace yourself on the ground with your feet, make that at disadvantage, and your movement is halved.
Consequences.
And as long as your left arm is broken, you cannot take an offhand attack. You cannot use two-handed weapons.
I don't use them anyway,
A bow is a two-handed weapon.
but I have it. I didn't know I had it till just like a little while ago.
Yeah, but now you know, so I had to let you know it's not an option.
Whatever, I can hold it with this hand and pull the straight out of my teeth.
That's a great way to lose teeth.
Well, I've already lost my ankle and my arm. What else?
What more can you take
So,
from me?
continue.
Your teeth.
Continue.
Your life?
But yes, you do let out this roar, and all the creatures shift behind trees almost at the same time. And this roar just echoes through the forest, shakes the leaves, and they begin to fall. And as they do, nothing is moving. They haven't moved out from behind the trees. You didn't get a good count of how many there were. And then as soon as the leaves crest your vision, they're back, jittering faster towards you. I would like initiative.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking problem, guys.
Yeah.
And that, dear audience, is where we will leave you this week. Be sure to stay tuned for next week's episode of Campaign 1, Episode 15, Part 2, where we find out exactly how in the world the Fated Four plan to get out of the situation that they've gotten themselves into. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave us a review, 5 stars, all that good stuff. Thank you. We love you all. And as always, have a wonderful day.